bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started. Harder, won't you give it up?
Hello, beautiful lady. Yes, I am talking to you. It is Thursday, and you know what goes down here on Thursday. Wife Life with Dr. Gail goes down here on Thursday. So do me a favor. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you'll get notifications when I go live. I will truly appreciate that. Tonight, I want to talk to you about 6 steps to help you stop an affair. And before I go on about teaching you those 6 steps, I want to talk to you about I have done a couple of teachings on life after infidelity, why do married women cheat. So make sure that after you watch this video, go watch those videos as well so you can get some more education about why people cheat and have affairs and the impact that it can have on your marriage. But tonight I want to talk to you about 6 steps to help you stop your affair, right? And women and men are both guilty of it. And since COVID has hit, 86% of people have suspected their spouse of having some type of an affair, right? Either it's virtually or physically, but mainly it's been virtually since the COVID, pandemic has happened. And I really want to just give you some tools and strategies if you have fallen into a trap of having an affair, how to stop it. Because this is not something that you should be doing inside your marriage and inside your covenant, right? It is hurtful, it is painful, it tears families apart. And you guys know I am on a mission to save marriages all over the world. So again, let's get into this teaching. And I'm not here to convict you. I'm here to bring you out of that space because it's not a good space to be in. If you know that you know that you know that you have done everything that you need to do to save your marriage, don't continue to hurt your spouse. Put on your grown women's panties or your grown man's under your boxers and say, you know what? We need to sit down and call it quits because you don't want to continue down this path. It is so unhealthy. It is detrimental to you, to your family, to God. It's just not good. And so I want to help you if you're in this situation and you know that you need to stop. You know that you need to stop, okay? So, number 1, make a choice. Make it. You have a choice not to continue down that path. And the hardest person to lie to is yourself. Make a choice. You made a choice to get into that affair. You make a choice to get out of it. And the word of God is very clear. The wages of sin is death, right? And you have to work to be in an affair. You have to work to be in an affair. Because you have to lie, you have to plan it, you got to hide, you got to do too much stuff. So make a choice to end it today. Number 2, the more you water it, your feelings will grow. The more you water the affair, the more your feelings will go. So cut off the faucet. Stop watering it. Start watering the grass that you said I do to. Start watering the grass you said I do to. Because you can have green, lush, amazing grass to where you tend to it and you water it and you take care of it, you pray over it, you intercede for it. You can have amazing grass on that side that you said I do to, that you cut a covenant to. I understand that having affairs sometimes is great and spontaneous and you're feeling a certain way. And yes, marriage is hard work. Yes, it's sometimes you got to keep going again and again and pouring in and praying and interceding and maneuvering and doing all of those things. But turn off the faucet to that affair because it's not going to end well. And I'm going to say this. What my mother told me a long time ago, what you do with me, you will do to me. So if that person is having an affair with you, knowing that you are married, they will do it to you again. They will do it to you with someone else. Number 3, affairs can be like addictions, right? Because if you are missing something in your marriage, for the most part, that's the reason why people step out, and men and women step out for 2 different reasons. But I'm talking to you. So if you're a woman listening to this, most of the time we step out of our marriage because we're not being our emotions are not being stroked, right? We want to be told we're pretty, we're smart, we're doing enough, or we feel unappreciated, all of those different things. But if you have a spouse that are not giving you those things, you need to have a conversation and figure out how you can get those things. Change the narrative. Take some things off of your plate. Start building yourself up. Get yourself some help. And if you're a man that is not being sexually satisfied, or you feel that your wife is not looking the way she looked when you married her and all those different kind of things, don't tear her down. Help her. Help her exercise. Help her eat more healthy. Help her with the children so she's not stress eating. All of those things are fixable. Anything is fixable. You just got to search for the solution. Number 4, what is the root cause that caused you to step out of your marriage? The infidelity is the surface. What is that root cause? Find out what the root cause and nip that at the bud so it won't continue to grow. What is the root cause of your infidelity? And that can be found out doing journaling. That could be found out doing counseling. That could be found out during your prayer time. What is it that made you step out of your relationship, out of your covenant, out of your marriage? Number 5, learn your red flags to keep you from going back and doing it again. What are those red flags that you have to be aware of that led you down that path in the first place? Remember, I talked about the root cause, but what are those flags? Because if you don't realize what your buttons are, when they're pushed again, you will go back and do it again. You definitely will go back and do it again. If you don't understand the root cause, you don't get help, and you don't understand your red flags. And number 6 is ask for help. If you don't get some type of intervention, you will stay stuck in an affair, living a double life. Ask for help. If you don't want to get counseling or coaching with a person like me who's qualified, go to a leader in your church that is qualified to help you. Sit down with your spouse, have a candid conversation, come clean, because there is life after infidelity. It is. You can heal your marriage. You can grow closer together. You can have a thriving marriage. I am a living witness of it. But you have to do the work, and you have to quit sneaking around and doing all of these things and be open and honest and raise your hand and say, I made a mistake. I want to fix it. And I want to fix it from the root, not from the surface, from the root. I have written an ebook called Life After Infidelity, and it's written from the perspective that there's all forms of of infidelity, and how to fix them, and how to come clean, and how to look for a good therapist or counselor or coach to help you through this. You don't have to do it alone. So again, thank you so much for joining me tonight with Wife Life with Dr. Gail. I pray that these steps at least get you to thinking that you don't have to stay where you are. You can have life after infidelity. I love you to pieces. I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you next week.
Let's get it started. Party. won't you give it up? What you want, body, we're going